One of those days where it's just like every little thing. Literally just like anything you can think of. It's just like none of it works. It's just fantastic. It's such ridiculousness. And anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we doing today? Yeah, we're going to do this. And we are our broadcast today is sponsored by the Tech Workers Clique, not lobby. Yes, yes, and obviously, actually, give me 1 second. I need to respond to this email. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so we are doing, the Tech Workers Clique. Are just being tech workers. I'm sure they oh my god. Okay, let me answer this second email. I'm sure that they want me to make fun of Apple, talk about how terrible Apple is, this company, all of that good stuff. Um, I don't actually think Apple is that bad. Oh, there we go. My face works again. Um, in the grand scheme of things, uh, extra extra pretentious. Only I get to sound pretentious. That is the the general consensus. Hello, there we go. So when I turn my face too far that way, it it stops the camera. This camera stops recognizing me. But when I turn back, my face doesn't like automatically turn back. I feel like it's because it loses something. Yeah, it loses something. Hey, look, the Apple symbol is coalescing within stars. That's hugely pretentious. Anyway, I have no idea when this will start. Well, it'll start when it starts. Honestly, it's not a big deal. Uh, yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, actually, give me 1 second. I will be right back. I'm going to go get a lasagne. Oh, hey, look, right on time. It's starting. Is it starting? Okay, so we are on the official. What is this? Official Apple stream on apple.com, apple.cn, Apple whatever, apple.ca, apple.uk, no, apple.com. And also, I can't get this bloody losange bag open. Oh. Hey, look, we're going to, where is that? California. Excellent. Hi, Tim. Surrounded by people. Right. So, what are we expecting to see today? Watch new iPhones, new AirPods Pro, I think. Watch iPhone 14, AirPods Pro. Two. Okay. iPhone, AirPods. See? Isn't it nice when I can preempt all of this? Fantastic. Uh, what time is it? 5 minutes. Right before Tim says it. That image just now looked like it was a very bad Photoshop. No, I just happen to know the news. See, that's the AirPods Pro. No, that's the AirPods 3 case. Interesting. I wonder what that means because if that's the AirPods 3 case, I wonder if they're going to announce some kind of Air, like AirPods changes, not to the Pro, or maybe Pro and something else. Does it keep you connected to? Does your Apple Watches help you connect? Keep you engaged? Actually, here's an interesting question. I'm gonna just mute these stories for a moment. Who writes these letters and where do they get delivered to? Right? Like, how many of you would know how to get a letter to Tim Cook at Apple? I mean, I feel like it's a good question, right? Like, who who writes these letters? Where do they send it to? And how badly do they want Apple to know that they love their product, that they would then go out and find a way to send this letter to an unknown address? It's fascinating. 7 minutes. Who loves a product so much that they go out and send letters in physical letters? Presumably, this is physical letters, right? Because it can't be email. It'd be like trying to get to. It'd be like trying to stop the war by dialing like the General Kremlin hotline. Nobody's going to answer. Right? Like that's just interesting. Anyway, okay, back to the program. Oh, okay. Continuing stories. Let's see. Good. It's good. Oops. Not working. Oh, that's true. We have our boys and girls who are back at school probably. Oh no. Excuse me. Oh, okay, my face is still alive. Um, one thing that I do want to talk about here, right, is this idea of I love that bear in the background. It's so cute. No, I did. No, it wasn't about the bear. It's about the idea of dramatizing the readings of these letters. Mm, I can kind of see why, but at the same time, I feel like it is a tiny bit disrespectful to those who write the letters, if that makes sense. Oh, let me just turn on subtitles. There we go. I like that Apple has all of the subtitles. Excellent. Bill. I wonder if those were actually the people that wrote those letters. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So Watch Pro, right? Yeah. So what the Watch Pro is supposed to be a Garmin competitor because obviously, Apple Watch does well in the $300 range, but above 500, it's almost all Garmin with its like Sapphire and all of that. And I don't think that at the premium range that Apple can get away with the same kind of outline. I feel like at the premium range they need to revert back to circles. Cause I don't know, like the circular watch thing is just too iconic, right? Like you can't really tell the difference. No, that's exactly it. You can't really tell the difference between different generations of Apple Watch, unlike you can with an iPhone. Well, that's cute. Do they look stunning? Is that bright? What time? We're at 10 minutes. Oh no, 11 minutes. At the top of the market, Garmin is completely overshadowing. In fact, I myself almost bought a Phoenix of Phoenix 6, I feel like. Yeah, I almost bought one, but like I could never justify it because obviously I don't work out. I don't go wild enough for that to make sense. Mm, that's capping. Excuse me. Is it ultimate? Oh yeah, we're getting temperature sensors. Let's see. See? Yeah, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, there is a period, bad choice of words, before a woman's period, her body temperature goes up a little bit. And so knowing that can help with family planning, right? I'm not going to comment on this. No, it's just like, what am I going to comment on? Yeah, I mean, just what I said just now, right? Well, it has been known. I have no idea like how much the temperature goes up by and how long it is, but it is known. Retrospective estimate. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So Apple patented this a while ago. Um, it uses differential temperatures to measure the actual temperature of your body. Every 5 seconds. Ooh. But those thermocouples that exist tend to be quite cheap, so that's not really the most important thing. um, I suppose that is one politically correct way of saying it. Politically correct way of saying it. Ovulating Americans. Because of course, in the rest of the world, it doesn't matter whether you're ovulating or not. You're not human. Is that what you mean? Mm. Interesting. I make no comment on this. Um, we'll just keep watching. Yes. Mm. Temperature does help, actually. Yeah. I read the most fascinating article a few weeks ago about a woman who was able to smell certain chemical markers for Parkinson's disease, and they are actually actively trying to make that happen because she was able to smell the disease on her husband, what, like 10 years before he got it. And that's just fascinating, right? Like that is incredibly interesting. Was it not end-to-end encrypted before? I feel like it was end-to-end encrypted before, was it not? Can someone like look that up? No, I don't disagree with them doing this. I think it's incredibly good for them to do this. I think this is very important. It's just, what am I going to say as a non-ovulating American, right? Like, oh, speed sensors. Excellent. Does this mean speed sensor, crash sensor, and a satellite communication? That's cool. Hi, Ron. Is Ron driving while talking at the same time? Oh no. Okay. Oh, that's cool. 256. Jeez. That should help with like activity tracking too. Well, they would, right? Because they're building a car, so of course they're studying. Excellent microphone. I wonder what the GPS would do because that feels like it's a pretty slow way of doing it. I mean, that's kind of cool. Actually, this brings me to another point. Just earlier today, I read an article on Bloomberg about how the ways that Japanese roads are safer than Western roads or American roads, and that's kind of fascinating, right? That they talk about, oh, we hope you never need it, etc., etc. Yes, yes, I won't talk over them, but like, I mean, all of this stuff, low power mode doesn't really like it. It is this really interesting enough that you want you want to be? Mm. Okay, excellent. International roaming. Ooh, not sure that really. How many people actually use this feature? I wonder. Nice. Oh, recycled aluminum. That red looks nice. Too bad that red doesn't work all the time. I like red. What are you gonna do? Like I'm not sure I have a favorite color, but red is if I had one, it would probably be red. Some of the reds had a favorite with any Apple Watch. Apple Watch Hermes. Oh, that's cute. It makes it more breathable. Yes. See, one thing I don't understand is why that look that second Hermes strap, the one with the metal and that wraps twice. I wonder why that's considered bold because it feels like that's just like it's an accessory, yes, but it's just another accessory, right? Like, is that? Can someone explain it to me? Actually, I would love it if someone. Actually, I don't. I know. Please, no year 2 or 3 students. If a year 1 student could explain that to me, that would be fantastic. Yes. Ow. I shouldn't have done that. September 16th. Excuse me. Okay, I'm good. Um, so Jeff is going to talk. Oh, did my face die? Jeff is going to talk to us about the Apple Watch Pro. Yeah, which is all got all of these fitness features baked in. There we go. Which isn't that interesting either, right? It's just it would only be interesting if it were circular, but no, it looks like it's still just. Or those are the old Apple Watches, right? Yeah, nice. Oh, okay. So, yeah, impact noise. Okay, okay. So, what are they doing to improve this? No, nothing. Oh, right, right, right. They have to replace the old one. Why do small baby boys love red, Quidge? That's strange, isn't it? It could very well be that in confusion systems they just add red to everything that small baby boys have, and therefore there is that correlative but not causative link between those two. The new SE looks pretty good. Why is it completely redesigned? Oh, nylon composite. Oh, so it's no longer metal. Is mine metal? I think mine is metal. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We don't really. Nobody's really here for the Apple Watch, are they? Come on. It's been half an hour. Oh, we don't need to talk about the Apple Watch for that long. let's get to the iPhone already. But you know what? They're probably gonna talk about the AirPods first, and then the phone. Ugh. Oh, no, it's still trying to sell iPhone 13s. The new iPhone 13 Pro. Yeah, no. Yeah, so presumably then you don't get to order the iPhone today. No, it's still a Series 7. But they said you could order it today. Well, maybe after the keynote. Family setup, right? Oh no. Okay, the Apple Store just went down for me. Okay, good. Oh, but it only went down for the watch. What? No. Oh, okay, it went down for. Okay. Order today, available September 16th. Excellent. Coming to Series 8. Will I get? No, I will only get the new iPhone. I don't need AirPods. I have the I use mostly the new Beats ones because the like I don't like the oh hold on, let's see this. Oh yeah, it's that. I don't necessarily like the ones that stick into your ears because to me they fall out a lot when I'm talking, and that's probably because I'm my ears are just like no, my ears are fine. It's because I move a lot when I'm talking, unlike most people. Right. So what are we talking about now? Oh, my face died again. On my phone as well. Oh, my phone died. Excuse me. You guys are just gonna have to deal with my face being like that for now. Okay, let's try this again. Start this. There we go. I'm not looking at the ceiling. I'm just holding the phone. There we go. Oh, is this a new iPhone? Apple Watch. Yeah. Okay. See, it's still flat. We expected it to be flat. Um, we expect a flat screen on top, like we see here, and it's going to be lifted. So it looks just like the renders actually, with a new button on the left. My, my model has been possessed by another demon. Yes. Am I going to get this? No, I'm definitely not. Did my face die again? Oh, come on. Remember I talked about them trying to compete with Garmin? This is what they want to compete with Garmin for, with an additional button. But it's just ultra. Oh, come. Ultra. Ultra doesn't even fit into the naming scheme. We have an iPhone, iPhone Pro. We have the Mac Pro, iPad, iPad Pro. Why is it not a Watch Pro? What? Why is it not a Watch Pro and Terabang? No, seriously, right? Like we have the iPhone Pro. We have the MacBook Pro, Mac Pro, or Mac Studio. Exactly, AirPods Pro. Like this is just stupid. Ultra, ultra, ultra. Ill. Who named this? Because Tim Cook must have approved this, but why would he approve this? What kind of committee at Apple would have accepted this. Ew. Hmm. Well, that's nice. I'll be honest, I do like that. Coming later this fall. Oh, please tell me this is available to others. It would be cool if this were oh. Why is there such a big bezel on the side of the watch? Yeah, nah, I don't like that. What about anybody who appreciates a nice watch, a nice round watch? Because all of the Garmin watches are round still, right? Like that particular look. I'm sure hundreds of thousands of people will buy this. Absolutely, that's cool. Oh, that is mildly cool. I'm not sure that will actually be that secure, but that looks cool enough. Snug fit. Eh. But why does it have to? I suppose there is the M1 Ultra. But like, why won't you go for? Why won't you use one of the other words like Pro or Max that you're already using? Whoever named this, no. Well, unless actually that's a good point. Unless they are planning to have an Apple Watch Pro sometime in the middle to slot into that, right? I could see. I just don't think that's what's happening here. No. Like if they had an Apple Watch Pro that would like fit into this, sure, absolutely, 100%, right? Wow. She looks so happy. Oh, that's cool. I think I'm looking forward to a test of that. I have a friend of mine does a lot of these testing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he sees, what he thinks about this. How do you do that? Oh, to be fair, you should be allowed to do that with the existing buttons. All right, like if you are in workout, you should really be allowed to use the buttons for this currently. Also, it's been 30 minutes. Can we just move on to the phone? Uh, no, I could never. Oh, my face died again. Why is it doing so badly today? Oh, let me just restart this. Precision views. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I like that. That is cool. No, 100%. That is cool. But that is also something that I mentioned my buddy who does a lot of these reviews that he's been talking about the Apple Watch needing right backward button now. Oh, it doesn't just call in like a helicopter. Cool. That is cool. That is very cool. Well, I mean, okay, but nobody actually wears a submariner for this purpose, right? Like the original submariner is a dive watch that would show know how many minutes you've been underwater. But nobody actually owns a submariner because they want to go diving. Like that's not the point in modern day, right? Like you wear a stainless steel Rolex because you want to buy your life with it. Yes. Ow. That's cute. But it is fairly niche, right? Like it is niche enough that almost nobody who buys one of these will ever use it. But having said that, that's exactly why the Submariner is so popular. Is that you buy a watch that can go to space, that can go to the depth of the ocean, not because you are actually going to do it, but because it's kind of cool and you kind of like you like the idea of this, and it sort of shows your status amongst your peers. Okay, go in the water. I'm we should have started this like half an hour later. This is just no. Can you imagine? Like I only canceled my meetings until what 2:30, so I have an hour. If I'm sure they'll get to. Oh, my face died again. Did it die? No, we're good. Um, I only have this or have free time. Oh, I turned too much again. And and the app low. There we go. Safety stop. There we go. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, we'll have to stop this at 2:30. I think they'll be done by 2:30 because I mean this must be the last thing, right? And then it'll be AirPods, and then it'll be iPhone. They'll introduce the iPhone 14, and then just like gloss over that over 5 minutes, and then they'll spend an hour or half an hour talking about the iPhone 14 Pro, and it's innovative new camera system. It's pill shaped whatever front camera system, blah blah, and they'll talk about the always on display and all of that good stuff. 30 39, what is it, 3900 iPhone 14 will gloss over Pro. What did I say? New cameras. Pill-shaped front camera, always on display, etc. Excellent. Clean energy. No outer plastic wrap. Wow. 2030. That's actually not bad. 799 isn't the end of the world. Like that is actually quite competitive with the Garmin equivalents, right? And obviously, you can tell that by focusing so hard on the scuba, they really aren't just aiming at Garmin. They're also aiming at obviously the rollers and the like, right? Like, but what I really wish Apple would aim towards with the Apple Watch is aim at Breitling. Why bother with this, right? If you're gonna be cool, if you're going to be cool, aim the Apple Watch Breitling. Be mildly competitive with Rolex. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you have a Rolex. Come on. No, obviously that's not true. But why does Muses hate Rolex? I I just don't think it's that interesting. Like if I were a luxury watch person, I would go for the Breitlings all the time, like forever, absolutely 100%. Right? Like it would never be about Rolexes. Wow, thank you. The guy that's reading this is just like, anyway, not important. Actually, I will put no. I will meet you. I will meet you that if what time is it? 42:10. If I buy a app an Apple Watch, quote unquote ultra, you can all come with your rollers. Rolexes. I almost called them rollers. Rolexes and sit with them displayed prominently in any meetings I'm in. There we go. In fact, you should keep them in your offices so that if you know that you're going to meet me, you can slip it on real quick, just to show that you own one. All right, how about that? Yes. Pardon. Pretend I didn't say that last part. Well, it's true, right? Most people who buy performance athletic watches don't need it for the performance or the athleticism. They essentially subsidize that cost for professionals who need it. Okay, Jeff, can we move on to the? Can we move on, please? Can we fast forward this? Am I lagging behind? Can I just be live? No, no, I am live. Okay, back to Tim. All right, Tim. Thanks, Tim. Of course, we're talking about AirPods. 44. Grr, AirPods. No. Incredible audio and cinematic experience. I am actually not sure. Because I'm using the Beats Fit Pro, right? And that's essentially an AirPods Pro repackaged with a wing. Next generation AirPods Pro. Oh, is this going to be like a short little thing? I don't like those. They better. Are they going to look exactly like that? Because I don't like that. Well, Again though, right? Like that's why I prefer the Beats because they stay in the ear better. Like when I move around like this. Like if I look if I look like I'm possessed, I'm not. 45, 20 possessed muses. No, I'm not actually possessed, right? But like I can move around like this all I want and the Beats Fit Pro will not fall out. But I guarantee you on me the AirPods Pro will. H2. Incredible upgrade. Are we talking about Bluetooth low energy? See, right now Apple still uses a a older high definition audio codec, right? It still uses the what was it, the AAC format as opposed to any other format. And that makes it less interesting. Yeah, spatial audio. No, you're not. Really, no. No. Um there's this concept in audio and headphones with pretentious people with pretentious headphones. This idea of sound stage, right? It essentially talks about separation, how well the right channel is separated from the left channel, and how broad it is that it sounds like the sound is coming from, right? Because bad, you can imagine this, bad headphones directly blast all of the sound into your ear, so it all sounds like it's right beside your ear. But with the proper soundstage, the idea is if you close your eyes and you just listen, it sounds like the audio is coming from all. Were my eyes closed? Yeah. If you close your eyes, it sounds like the audio is coming from farther away, right? And the farther away, not necessarily farther away, but the more distinct placement that audio has. Oh, this girl. The the more the more diverse your sound sources can be, the better your sound stages, and so the more dynamic range you have for distance, placing the distance of sounds, etc., etc. Right? Yeah. This is 47 sound stage. Okay, we're done. Can we move on to the iPhone, please? We are going to be talking. Oh. Adaptive transparency. Thank you. 48 kilohertz isn't that long. And also note how she's not standing in the actual scene. The guy is lit in a completely different way than she is. That force sensor didn't always work, by the way. Touch controls. Ew. Oh no, that's gonna make it even worse. I mean, I kind of wish. um, Actually, I wonder if my earphones will run out of battery before before this is finished. Uh, well, let's hope not. Wow, precision. With what technology? low battery. Excuse me. The Apple Watch charger is a nice touch. Not a nice touch. Not sure they're breakthrough, but it's nice. Doesn't help that much. How many of you have AirPods Pro? Because I know some of you will go out and get it, absolutely. But like, uh, actually, yeah, let's do a poll. Why don't we? That's not a bad price. Friday. For a second, I thought she had really long boots on from that shot, like because the reflection of her pants, right? Oh, Tim has moved to a new area. Okay, let's do iPhone now. Come on, Tim. 40 minutes for iPhone? Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Actually, that's a good point because the iPhone really is what sells. Like, it's not just the sale of the iPhone that matters, right? Because those people who buy iPhones and then buy the watch and the earphones at the same time, and so even though it says that iPhone is responsible for 50% of total purchasing, yes, of course we have the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Max, whatever it's called. Um, like people wouldn't buy a Apple Watch or AirPods generally if they don't already own an iPhone, right? Like they simply wouldn't. We're going big. Oh, 14 plus. Okay. Cayenne. No, so the current thought is that the iPhone 14 will use last year's Pro chip, and that the 14 Pro will use the new A16 chip. Last year's A15, whatever, with the extra GPU thing. This is an intense game. Oh, that's good to know. And notice how quickly they go through all of this. Yeah, because this is not the important part, right? And we gotta leave at least half an hour to talk about the iPhone 14 Pro. Excellent. Aluminium. I'm not sure I like those colors. That's not purple. That's like pink. Even longer. Notice how she says best battery life ever in an iPhone, because I think we're going to start differentiating between that and the iPhone Pro. Oh yeah, see, we're just gonna use the A15. I like that they just like talk about those like this is the latest and greatest. There you go. You get pro level performance. Wow. 18% faster. I wonder why. Because this is the same chip as in iPhone 13 Pro, right? Wow. Well, to be fair, that is true because that is why Qualcomm is so desperate and Intel is so desperate right now. Are you gonna tell me about a camera that's basically unchanged? It better not be unchanged. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't think you're staying true to the craft. Come on. Yes. Well, I mean, I expected you lot to come and go, right? Because obviously this has gone on for much. We will need to earmark more time for these in the future. I was actually going to mention that, but then decided against it. Yeah. 1.5. 1.5. Nice. Well, so when you have a larger aperture as represented by the smaller size behind the f, so f 1.0 would be much bigger than f 1.5. Um, when you have a larger aperture, you are able to attain more light at once, right? And that means you can lower your shutter speed. And when you lower your or you can make your shutter speed small faster, i.e., lower the duration that the shutters open. And so when we say lower shutter speed, we do technically mean lower the duration that the shutter is open. And so the less time it takes, the less changes in motion that you will see, right? Autofocus, excellent. Oh yeah, it's the same focus faster. Okay, cool. Right. This is still different from before. I'm not going to comment on that. No. Yes. More advanced lenses, intelligent software, Apple Silicon. I'm not sure that deep fusion actually works, if I'm honest. Because it it looks a little bit artificial every time I tried it. So also my face is fine. Wow, that's kind of cute. Maybe that'll make it better. Yeah. But you see, even in this case, that looks really fake, right? That looks like someone photoshopped those three girls in front of the mountains. At least to me. Like to my eyes, that looks very, very fake. Well, because it looks like the girls were lit in a different way than the mountain was lit. And when you do that, when you capture that at two different sort of mm, when you try to combine the same picture at two different exposures, you are essentially saying that those two pictures are lit differently, right? I think that's fairly easy to understand. Um, when you combine the same picture at two different exposures, you are kind of saying you're kind of combining two pictures that are lit different. Yep. That is cool though. Like the smooth video part is pretty cool. Um, I wonder how stable that is because that would be really cool. Like if not that I would use it, but like for our boys and girls with younger kids, that could be really cool. Like just running with your kids and taking sort of what was it, digitally stabilized videos. Yeah. I think we're almost done, yeah, because we're getting to connectivity, right? So we'll take 10 minutes to talk about the iPhone 14, and then we'll take half an hour to talk about the iPhone 14 Pro. Sounds about right. What do you mean? We have eSIM already. I'm confused. We've they've done this like all my phones have two. What? I'm so confused. Sure, but like I've been using it forever. I'm so what? Okay. All right. Sure. Sure. That's fine. Oh, so they did remove the SIM tray. Oh, interesting. So they completely removed it. Well, the prevalent rumor was that they were going to remove it, but then they weren't going to remove it, and now we know that they're going to remove it on the 14. What about on the 14 Pro? Protection, excellent. I don't know. In the future, maybe we should just like have a half-hour broadcast that summarizes what they say. Seamlessly. Seamless is good. Thanks, Ashley. No, they don't. Oh, yeah. So satellite communication is something that iPhone 14 is. Yeah, like this. Okay, we don't need to see the helicopter flying. Ah, okay, I'm gonna just like mute that for now. Keep pointing. Oh, that's cool. Because if you point at the satellite, you can at least send some amount of signal towards the satellite, which will bounce that information, bounce that GPS information down, right? And that is, I mean, fair is fair. That is cool. Stay where you are. It tells you stay where you are right away. That's fantastic. What if? Why couldn't they have built a fire to help notify the emergency responders where they are? That's cool. It does. It does. I'm not going to comment on that. Excuse me. Yes, they are. That doesn't mean anything because they're really far away, so you don't. It's not difficult to point at a satellite. No, it wouldn't. No, they did. No, they didn't. Yes, they do. Unique. Yes. No. Uh, yes. No, they're not. What if there are clouds? Cool. That is kind of cool. Like, as long as that's sort of consistent across the world, right? Really? Interesting. So, like, what? Apple actually hires these people? Presumably, it's a third-party service, right? That does this. Okay. Oh, is it free? Because that would be kind of cool, right? Like, the idea that like you shouldn't be allowed to just have text message conversations with people over satellite. Oh, my face died again. Yes, it did. Yeah. When it launches in November. Okay. Oh, the satellite communications thing. Yes, yes, that's fine. I was like, the iPhone is launching in November. Then why are we talking about it today? Really? We're taking 20 minutes to talk about the iPhone? Oh, because a lot of these things we don't have to talk about afterwards. Okay. Well, that's actually interestingly enough, that is what the SEC's disclosure that we talked about earlier in the year that was supposed to happen, right? Like the idea that you're supposed to impose some amount of cognizance on the entire supply chain, and I don't disagree with that at all. Wow, cool. Wow. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, let's get to the pro. Come on, 15 minutes. Actually, we have 25 minutes to talk about the pro. Yeah, so that's fine. So what pro? Let's see. Pill-shaped front camera, better rear cameras. Oh, that's cool. Wow. New standard for iPhone. No. I can wait, right? 2:30. Yeah, I know. Two. Make it 2:35. Yeah. Oh, pre-order on the 9th. Okay. Oh, look at that. That is tragic. That is tragic. October 7th? That means Foxconn really did get so the Shenzhen closures earlier this year really did have an impact on it, right? Like they went into lockdown mode but couldn't get stuff in. Oh, that's fascinating. 11 and October 7th means the supply chain in China made a boo boo. Let's call it the Foxconn supply chain in China made a boo boo. And they really did, right? Like, well, I mean, through no fault of their own. Oh, okay. Good, thanks. That is cool. That smoothness of that video is fantastic. Like I think that is very, very impressive. I I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think I'm the kind of person that falls a lot. So yeah, crash detection 112. What is it? 10. Crash detection would be helpful. I actually already have fall detection on my wrist, so you know, big and bigger. I am sad that they don't make the mini, but obviously I don't personally like the minis anymore. So meh, meh. Tim changed the location again. Thanks, Tim. Excuse me. He looks so excited. Most innovative pro lineup yet. Does it look like titanium? I think it still looks like aluminum, right? Or oh no, it does. It could potentially be titanium with the way that they're highlighting it. Oh, that's cool. There was a hint that the pill would expand outwards whenever it was necessary, and it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. That is, I will admit, that is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Obviously, it's just a software gimmick, but still, it is pretty cool. Let's say hi to Jaws. My face died again. Oh, okay. Okay. Excellent. I like how he just gets right into a Jaws. Uh, I don't like those colors. Sure to become. I mean, it. Oh, there is no screen in the middle. Is there? There might be a screen in the middle. Hmm. I mean that look is only iconic because it's the first time that Apple used it, right? Because obviously Samsung has used that pill shaped thing cut out for a long time. There we go. I do like that though. I do like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sure if it's intuitive and entirely new, but I'm gonna laugh about this all day. I- I'm going to laugh about this all day. I so I like the way that it spreads out and does that, right? Like that dynamism is very cool. Wow. Wow. That is cool. I like that. I like that. That is cool. I no, I'm okay with that. We've talked about this. That doesn't mean I'm a fanboy, okay? It's just like it's this idea of taking something that you have to have there anyway and using it in such a way that yes, no, I know, I'm working on my face right now. I think it's fine. I think it's just fine. 15 minutes, yes. That's less exciting, the baseball game part. Whenever anyone says developers, all I hear in my mind is Steve Ballmer, honestly. Oh, that's cool. The fact that it does two is kind of cool. Well, that's what I was saying earlier when he's talking about like the integration of hardware and software. Google technically should be able to do that with Android and its Pixel line, but it doesn't. Right? It outsources a bunch of its work, and and so that makes the hardware like the hardware is great, the software is decent, but it doesn't combine properly. 6.1, 6.7 area, dynamic out, brighter. Oh, that's cool. Look amazing, didn't you know? Oh wow, that sounds intensely battery draining. Oh, see, we talked about this. Like, I mean, this is obviously not groundbreaking because all other phone manufacturers have done that forever. Oh, let's eat. I just read a question that I will have to answer afterwards, but we will get there. Yes, that is cool. Though. Like, I really like that. That is cool. See, this is a nodding Muses saying that is cool. Are we going to talk about the cameras and the A16? There we go. A16. Our efficiency. Well, I mean, this is this okay. Where are we? This is why you guys pay, because I am able to predict these things. Oh, it is using the 4 nanometer chip. Excellent. Well, it's not necessarily 4 nanometers, but nice. Wow. Wow. That is that is cute. Okay. 5 GPUs. Well, that's because of the moving down in node sizes, right? The Qualcomm ones. The what was it? Cortex A. I can't remember. It's been so long since I last looked at the Qualcomm cores. Yeah. Wow. Actually, this is good news for the next generation of M3, the next generation of desktop class chips, right? Like the M3 ones. Because the bandwidth used for graphics is of course gigantic, and the fact that Apple makes these monolithic chips for their desktop only means that like when they're able to access the bandwidth, can they actually use it properly. ISP. Okay, let's talk about the camera. I hope they don't differentiate between the smaller and the larger Pro, because they did that last time, right? And that's that wasn't very good. View camera. Okay. 10 minutes. 48. We did expect this. 10 minutes, yes. No, I'm aware. I'm aware. 100% focus pixels is very cool. T4. Not sure about the 24. I'm not, I'm not sure about the 24. I've actually no, we're fine. Hmm. Wow. So the question is, why didn't you just design one of the larger pixels? Yes, that is a good question. The answer is quite complicated from a semiconductor perspective. We can talk about that separately later. Well, it's so very briefly. You don't get the same capture performance if you don't bin your pixels. So if you have one line out of one gigantic pixel as opposed to 4 lines out of 4 smaller pixels, you don't necessarily get four times like those two aren't exactly linear relationships. So you are actually better off with the 4 smaller pixels because you can then use the additional information behind it to do further processing. Whereas if you had the larger pixels, you can't. Does that make sense? Yes. 24, 30. Why use 4 pixel bin? There you go. See? Why use pixel bin instead of one gigantic? Ah, Um, I'm trying to make sense of that, or rather, I'm not left speechless because I really wanted to curse, but obviously I shouldn't curse, right? Like, excuse me. There we go. Because oh, it died again. I put it down and it died. Excellent. See, that's why you want the larger sensors, larger pixels in the sensor. There we go. Hi. That is cool. Well, so see, that's the thing. When you crop from a sensor and say, "Oh, look, we're shooting at 2x," it is basically a lie, right? 2705. A 2x zoom is technically a lie, even if it is true that it is using full pixels. It, it cannot, by definition, be as good looking as the pixel bin main photo, right? So yeah. Ultra wide. Oh, okay, that's the new ultra 2.2. He looks so earnest about the flash. That is cool. Well, because so the reason is you only need to light up a certain part of of the image, right? Because if you're heavily zoomed in, you strictly speaking don't need to light up everywhere else. And if you did light up everywhere else, the lighting would look a little bit weirder than if you only lit up the subject itself. So yeah, I mean, sure, having that is fine. It's just not like it's not groundbreaking or completely novel or life changing. Dolby Vision HDR. That stabilization is amazing. I want to I want to see how it would look like. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that bokeh effect that went wrong at the end there. That was just long battery life. Excellent. What does that mean? 8 hours? No, no, I am. I am. I like it. I can't complain. Beautiful new finishes. Emergency SOS. Best iPhone ever created. We say that every year. No mercury, no PVC, no beryllium, no BFR. We really don't need to see it. Can I just like use it so that I can see it in action properly? That is cool. I mean, you can shoot, right? Like you can shoot, but like at the at the point when you are able to shoot with an iPhone, or when you can choose to shoot with an iPhone, most people are already sort of deep into their careers and they know everything else. My face died again, didn't it? Yes, it did. I don't think there's more. So I am actually going to. Oh, that. Oh, I did something there. Uh, let's do that. Hello, can you see me? No, start connection. Okay, there we go. So I don't think we're going to get any more done today. It's They're not going to tell us anymore, so I'm going to finish here and go to my meeting and answer the 18, 23, 35 emails that have popped up in my inbox over the past hour and a half. Yes. Uh, 1:31:30. Muses is leaving Apple and answering the 35 emails. Not 35. 39 emails that have appeared in the past hour and a bye. Well, so we'll say this. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, in conclusion, please download Firefox, please download Chrome. I don't really care about the rest of this, honestly. If they tell us anything new, I will tweet about it or something. Thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox, please download Chrome, and I shall see all of you tomorrow when we will be doing Minecraft interior design lobby. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. No, because the architectural lobby has taken issue with me being mean to architects. Anyway, bye now. Oh, wink, wink. One for yesterday.